Hello and welcome to another Hailing Frequencies Open podcast where we are trekking through the past and future of Star Trek. Have you heard of ZilaTreks? If not, where have you been hiding? She's our guest today. But first, we want to ask you to join the conversation on our new Discord server. You can find the link in the show description or at hailingfrequenciesopen.com. And with that, let's get to it.
See if we can hail them.
Hailing frequencies opens.
Hailing frequencies. Open.
Giving alien street food a chance. It's always such a gamble.
Captain, we're being hailed.
On screen.
Hey, Trekkies, it's me, Mike Jones, and I'm here with my wonderful co-host, Let's Get Them On. When booking our guest today, he had to come face to face with his own mortality, looking in the face of such youth, heart hurting, because he's realizing he's an old man now. It's Damien.
Listen, I'm going to come out and say, we met Zila at the con. We had this conversation. She is a grown adult. To be clear, we have just gotten to the point where we are more than that. We are, I don't know. We did a podcast as our midlife crisis. So here we are.
There's a joke about if you're a middle-aged white man, it's like you just get assigned a podcast. Like, here you go.
Well, then I count myself lucky. I got assigned a pretty fun one.
All right, you know who I'm introducing next. I'll tell you, whenever we appear anywhere in real life, at a convention, a Trek meetup, everyone always asks, where is she? Why isn't she here? So we'll tell you two things. Number one, what are we, chopped liver? Number two, she's got her own damn life. And number three, it's none of your fucking business. Stop asking about hers. And I know I said it was two things, but then said three, but who cares? It's my podcast. Welcome, Lanita.
That is the truth. Yes.
It's true. We literally are always asked.
We are always asked.
And what do you tell them? You say, she's got things to do. You get us.
She's a very busy and important person. She got her own life. She shows up to what she wants. She shows up when she pleases.
That
There's
is
no
correct.
rhyme or reason to us.
Nope. And when I show up, it's always a fun time. So that's why I show up here on the pod.
Good.
Hi, gents. Hi, Damison. Hi, Mike Jones.
Welcome.
Nice to see you both. Nice to see you both. I feel like I'm in the epicenter of my it's been a day place, and and the joy is here. The joy is that this is the pot of gold at the end of the very queer rainbow. So
Yay.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And it's Pride Month. We gotta feel it for another week.
Yeah, well,
record this.
and that's fine, but we can hold on to in New York that it is Nick's year. Like, I know sports gay, but sports, they won the finals. I'm going to be talking about it as a person who cares not really one thing about basketball for the next 365, because it's been 53 years, been 27 since they were. Yeah, it's a huge deal, and it is still palpable in the city. Yes, FIFA, blah blah, World Cup, fine, but it is orange and blue all day long. People are still rocking all paraphernalia. It doesn't matter. It is just,
I'm just gonna say, don't go too hard into this because our guest is gonna want to go into this as well.
Right.
We've introduced.
Oh, okay.
Her.
Yes, that is correct. That is correct. Okay, here we go. And we're in.
Energetically nodding. We wanted to get tonight's guest on the pod for a while now. I'm not sure why it's taken so long, but we had the sincere pleasure of meeting her in person at Trek Long Island recently, where a bunch of our friends and us were fully starstruck to meet starstruck at Starstruck to meet this Trek fandom celebrity. She's creating a wide variety of Trek related content online. She's telling us everything from why the Knicks are like Deep Space Nine to what Janeway should have told the fiance that didn't wait. She's got us laughing. She's got us thinking. It's Zila, like xylophone, not Zila, like xylophone, whatever. Let's get to it. Here she is, ZilaTreks.
Hello.
I'm so happy to
Yay,
be
welcome.
here. Thank you so much.
I'm so glad you're here and you got to hear me mess up your intro. As I said, it is the tradition.
I'm honored to be part of it, honestly.
And
Thank
you
you.
would think that I would learn to just, streamline these
Make it
intros
simple.
to make them
No.
more pronounncible.
It was really
I
good,
literally
though.
them
I
read it
actual
to
loved
English.
myself
it.
before, and when I read it, I read finance instead of fiance because the E doesn't have the little thing. And so my
Oh.
brain was just like finance. That probably says something about the fact that I'm still in like work brain mode. And then I did
Super
it the
real.
same thing. I did the same thing.
It's
Wow.
Welcome.
It
We're
happens.
so glad you're here.
Thank you.
It was
I'm
so
really glad to
funny
be
at
here.
this con. Literally every time I like saw somebody that I knew or like met somebody, they were literally all abuzz about you. They were like, "Have you met Zila? Yeah, she's here." And I know you were at our little. We had a little late night gathering that you appeared at, and our friend Lee Ellen, who we love,
Love.
she had a full on celebrity moment over you. It was the cutest thing.
She did.
I still can't get over. I'm so honored. Like, honored is the word because I make these videos in my room. So it just feels like I'm just a girl in my room making videos. So when people are excited to meet me, I'm just as excited back. And I loved you threw the littest after party ever. And I was almost embarrassed because I was a little tipsy because I was watching the Knicks game. I was
job.
celebrating. So I came after that and I was a buzz and it was just the best. It was the best night.
All right, so we
Did you
don't we don't know when this is coming out, but we're dating ourselves. It's okay. The
fine.
Knicks won the championship. What was it? Almost 2 weeks ago now. And we were in, our friend Matt Jennings had a reading of his screenplay that we were at, so we like missed most of that. Can you talk to us about that experience at the con? Because I know that like literally everybody was there, like all of the stars.
Yes, they were there. I want to say on the record that I was sad to miss Matt Jennings' reading. So I'm excited to see season 2. But I had brought all my orange and blue, and I was so ready to see that game. So I was sitting directly behind Celia Gooding and Dan and Chris Myers, Bonnie Gordon. They were up front. We got seats of honor at the hotel bar. And I was sitting next to Sci-Fi Sisters, so that was amazing. And we just had a ball, having heart attacks yet again, because Game 4 was just a lot as well as, but it was such a special experience. And obviously there were the celebs but there were, all the Trekkie fans were there. I mean, it was crazy because they had, a TV here and a TV all the way in the back, and one was delayed. So I think eventually everybody just started watching, even though it was small for them, on one TV. And so it just felt like a massive, massive audience. And it was so special to see the Knicks win. I mean, people were crying. Like it was a big deal. And I don't know. I as I was sitting there, like, getting my beers down. I mean, I can't remember his last name, but Dan passed me or passed us some snacks. Like it just
We're
felt
talking
so
about Dan,
surreal.
who is Sam Kirk on Strange New World.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. Yes. Sorry. We're not on a first name basis, by the way. I just literally couldn't remember his last name. But yeah, so it just felt like surreal and just like the way that everything since I started making Star Trek content has felt surreal in terms of like meeting awesome people who I never would have met before, or like, just getting to connect with the different. It just felt surreal and wholesome and amazing. So I had a really good time watching Jalen Brunson do his thing.
Absolutely. They crushed. They made us proud. Made us so proud. Now, listen, when you finally got to the after party, did you happen to partake in either one of these specialty cocktails? And if so, which one did you prefer?
This is like on the spot.
No, and I'm ready for the question. So I
I figured that you were, because you were like, if it
yes,
was lit party, it was like, oh, she had some
it,
drink.
okay. I loved that they were themed cocktails, but I'm not remembering which one. Was it like a mulled? It was like a red
Is the
something.
punch.
It was a punch. Was it?
Yes.
What was the name of it?
It was the Jadzia and Worf. It was the
Jadzia
warrior
and
punch.
Worf.
Yeah.
I literally I was like, this is delicious. Had one full.
It was
Was
good.
like getting another. Then I realized if I drank anymore, I was gonna be sick. I said, Matt Jennings, I said, you have to drink this for me because I cannot. I poured. I was so confident when I poured it. So it was delicious though, and I had a really good time.
Well, after you left, I don't think I'm spilling secrets here, but Matt started basically like had to go to bed and was like sleeping on the floor on the right, and then we all there's footage of this somewhere sang him a lullaby.
Oh, I missed it. That sounds
So
amazing.
I don't know that will see the light of day because it is, there's several embarrassing moments in there.
Well,
But
at least send it to me, please.
I will find it.
I know. I'm like, why didn't this is how I have to find out about lullabies
Right.
being sung.
There was a lot to cover.
I know. There was a lot. I mean, it's,
there's a way around this, Lanita. You could show up once in a while,
I mean, I could, but it's funner when I can be the audience in these things and ask the hard-hitting questions that people want to know.
No, that's not. It's not funner. It's funner if you're there. But
okay, I'll think about it. It's penciled in. So back to ZilaTreks.
Yes, we're gonna go back in time. Can you talk to us first? I want to know how you discovered Star Trek in your life, and then I want to know how and when you transitioned into content creation.
But also, where are you from? Because I feel like we never get this context from our guests. Like, I think that it adds to the...
Yeah. Heard. So I am actually from Illinois. It's Midwestern, and I live in New York now. I've been here since 2017. But yeah, born and raised in Illinois. And yeah, I feel like I've lived here for 9 years, but I get clocked all the time on my Midwesternness. All the time. They always can tell. I don't know if I'm too smiley or what, but and so yeah, that's where I'm from. And in terms of Star Trek, I am a relatively new fan. I like to let people know because there's just so much Star Trek that I don't know. I'm catching up on 60
Take your time.
years, right?
Yeah.
But I started in 2021 and a bunch of my friends were watching it. And they kept coming to the hangs being like, Ferengi this and Cardassian that and all these inside jokes. And I would just keep asking, I'd be like, explain it to me though. Like, what are you talking about? And they would not. They were like, you got to watch it. So eventually, they host like a screening for me of Deep Space Nine. They were all watching DS9, and so that was my first one. And I watched the pilot Emissary, and
Emissary was like the first episode
that you ever watched
ever.
Wow.
Ever.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's an entrance.
It was. It really was,
Yeah.
and I was so impressed with it. I didn't. When I thought of Star Trek, because I mean this is also my first sci-fi, pretty much. Like besides like a random movie or two, but I feel like I was like, this is what Star Trek is. Y'all didn't tell me that because first of all, I was a black captain, and I was like, this is amazing. Already this beautiful father-son relationship, but then also just the I was going through like grief at the time. So the theme of it and the prophets and nonlinear time, I mean, it was like my world was blown open. And I was hooked and I binged after that. So yeah, that was my intro into Star Trek.
Well, now I'm curious, like what your order was, right? So if it is, and I love hearing this because it is, we all have, and this gives us so much meat to chew on always, is Mike and I grew up from when we were very, very young watching it. And Lanita came to it as an adult. And so so like it influences the way that we see all of it.
Right.
It's so real. I think sometimes I'm so jealous of people who grew up with the show. I'm
Don't
like,
be.
I'm
Don't
jealous.
be.
I'm jealous of people who still have more to consume. There was a guy. Well, I'm sure you were there in the Sci-Fi Sisters meet and greet, right?
mhm,
The guy who was like, "Well, I've seen them all except Deep Space Nine," and like
right.
ran about past. I mean, it was the funniest thing. But I was, and
Yeah.
I was kind of like, I'm jealous of that. I would love to have all of that ahead of me.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
like
for the first time today, I felt that because someone had told me they hadn't watched Voyager, and that was the second one I watched, and I was like, I get it, like, oh, to watch Voyager again, oh my God. So my order, I really haven't seen that many. So I've seen Deep Space Nine, I've seen Voyager, then I did Lower Decks, and then I am watching TNG now. I've literally seen a smattering of literally everything else. I haven't seen the movies though. I've seen the motion picture, but I've seen like at least a couple episodes, like big episodes of Toss. I started Strange New Worlds. I'm in like halfway through the first season of Discovery. I'm literally all over the place because I'm like, I want to eat, but which is probably not good, but it is the way my brain works.
No,
So
that's
I'm
awesome.
gonna jump the gun and say sometime you're gonna have to come back and we'll
Yep.
do an episode on an episode or a movie or something that you have watched for the first time, because
Okay.
we did that. You know, Lanita hadn't seen any of the movies starting with what, 4,
3, 4. I watched the first 3, I think. Yeah. We
right?
started with 4.
And so she'd never seen Star Trek 4, which is like a revel. I mean, it's such a good one. It's
I
you know,
believe it. Is
there
that
are
the
many
Voyage
people who think
Home?
it's the
Which
best.
one
It
is?
is, yeah, the one
Okay.
with the whales.
The
Whales.
one with
The
the whales.
whales.
Oh,
We were
I'd
like,
love
stop.
to.
Don't watch any movies. No movies for you, and we're gonna make
Truly.
episodes out of each one.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's honestly awesome it's awesome to fall in love with something when as an adult that other people sort of maybe grew up on, and then for me to find other adults who have not watched anything, I'm like, oh, there's still a whole sect of people who don't understand how life-changing Star Trek can be.
Yeah.
And your entry point was great though. Deep Space Nine, I think, honestly, for a Black person getting into sci-fi is the way to hook them. Like, you could do Lower Decks because you have Mariner as a
True.
central character, but
Yeah.
I think as an adult going into sci-fi and having to fight against the trope of like it's only white guys who are in control, Deep Space Nine is the way to like hook them, because then you'd be like, oh, listen, now the world is open. They'll be like, oh,
Right.
stories are like this. That's awesome.
Yes.
Deep Space Nine is the
Yes.
perfect intro.
Completely agree. I do think if it had been like TNG, it would have been a completely different story. Completely
Sure.
different story, but I'm glad it happens for a reason.
And now you are like on consume all. And
Yeah.
and what's interesting is that you're doing bits and pieces of everything. I did like in order. Like I was because I had seen like a couple, like they grew up on it. Like I had seen like a couple of like TNG because it came on. It's like, oh, okay, cool. But I didn't like watch it.
Yeah.
So I said, I'm starting with TOS and watched in order animated series all the way through.
Whoa.
So it's interesting, like, that you're watching all these different episodes from all these different series because it's very different.
Yeah. Yeah. One of my friends did what you did. We started at the same time. So he is very regimented in his life, unlike whatever's going on here. So he had a similar experience to you, and but I don't know. I'm doing a sampling platter until I can figure out how to stick to it.
No, do the poo-poo platter.
Yeah.
Because what's going to happen is you're going to get to an episode in a series and you'll be like, I need to know what's like, I need this storyline to finish.
I truly believe it.
Like right now, you're not hooked into something yet, but it's going to happen. You'll be like, okay, I'm going to put these to the side.
Right.
And follow this train all the way out.
Totally.
So when you finished, all right. I was asking a question and a different one came to. Finishing Deep Space Nine, were you
Mm.
satisfied with the journey?
Yes, I was satisfied with the journey. of course, had my disappointments, just because of I don't know. I'm just thinking about Jadzia's whole whatever. Yeah, worst day of
This
my
is
life.
still heartbroken like 30 years later, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both
But
of your faces were just like, oh,
Wow.
yeah. That she said Jadzia, and you both went, oh, heartbreak.
Crestfallen.
Oh my gosh. But overall journey was beautiful. I cried. I cried almost every episode. I'm a crier. So maybe it's not even like that relevant, but yeah, I really enjoyed how they tied up the Dominion War. A lot of people were maybe if this is what you're getting at. Like, I know how a lot of people were upset with the way that things ended with Cisco and the prophets and like becoming this ethereal being. But I don't know. I liked the journey enough that I was like, wow, interesting ending, and would have never come up with that myself.
Well, I mean, Cisco is kind of Moses,
You know,
right?
like,
Am I wrong?
yeah.
That
Am I-
he shepherded everybody to the promised land, but he doesn't get to enjoy it. He goes
Yeah.
on to be, and here's the thing: if you're gonna give it like a quote unquote, like you dropping like extra religion on top of the religion that they're all about,
Mhm.
it's like he lived such a good and faithful life that he was rewarded with like
Higher-
ascending
Mhm.
into this higher being. And then what they're supposed to do in Scientology, like you get to the highest level and you like ascend into John Smithness. Oh no, that's Mormon. Whatever it is, I'm just
Right.
saying, like I'm mixing my religions. But
Joseph
I hear
Smith.
you.
Joseph Smith, like
Totally. And
you know what I mean?
That's amazing.
yeah, as someone I'm not at that point, especially, I wasn't super spiritual, but I just loved how DS9 played with the spirituality versus science of it all. That was like one of my favorite parts of it. I'd never seen a sci-fi
Mhm.
do something like that. And yeah, I thought even more metaphorically, like the stuff, because it began with Emissary that was so metaphorical about grief. In the end, when he left, and Cassidy is upset, but it's just like metaphors for grief and like love and what does it mean to be a person in one's life. And never it's never stopping. It's like dynamic, and yeah. So I hope any of that made sense.
It does completely.
Yeah.
So when you got to Voyager, did you feel a tone shift? Was it jarring to you? Were you
Did
excited?
you watch
like, how
that
was
through? Did you watch it
I
through, or-
did that
oh,
one. I
okay.
watched through. I think I planned to watch everything through, because what happened was I watched Voyager through, and then I started making content and getting just blasted with all
Yeah.
this, and I got too curious to just stay in one lane.
Mhm.
But with Voyager, I just thought I was not gonna like anything as much as Deep Space Nine, and I was just like so radically accepting of that when I started to love Voyager, I was like, oh, Star Trek is that girl, actually. Actually, it's just, this is a good franchise.
Correct.
So I really liked Voyager. I love Janeway. I'm a Janeway stan. I know she's problematic as hell, and that is why I stan her. She was chaotic. I was
Yep.
in a really chaotic time of my life, and I feel like I needed to see her just kind of like struggle. And I was like, if she can get back to the regular quadrant from the Delta Quadrant, then I can get through my life. So Voyager and me are like this too. I really liked it.
So
That's awesome.
when did you start making content? Like
that's my question.
what sparked, like how did you get from like this journey to all of a sudden like being a online persona?
Yeah, it's funny because I was just thinking about, even there's one thing where it's like I usually tell people like I made my dream blunt rotation video because it was just like an idea in my head. So I made a video called Deep Space Nine Dream Blunt Rotation, and I just put it into the world. And that was the first video that I made that ever like did well ever. Because I am a video editor by trade, and I really like making videos in general. So I have been making videos in general. But when you just start out in content creation, nobody really cares. You just put it out because you love it. And then
Mhm.
that video, I made that video and another video at the same time where I had this idea because I saw a play on Broadway called Maybe Happy Ending, and they had this really cool like tech design.
Yeah.
Um, and it felt it was
That play
set.
is sci-fi, by the way. I love that play.
Yes, I
I was
loved
inspired
it.
by that play as well.
Say that one more time.
I love that play. That play to me is sci-fi, and it is it just is a beautiful sort of near future kind of sci-fi that I found also very inspiring.
Yes,
I love that you were inspired by the play.
I was so inspired by it. Thematically beautiful, but also just the tech design of it. The way that they did the production had like a bunch of, holographic information in front of it that reminded me of Star Trek. And I thought to myself, like, I could probably do that on my computer, like in a less intense way, like, and make it Star Trek. And so I also made a video where it's kind of like I made like a captain's vlog where I pretended to be a captain and I woke up and I like pressed things that said like sonic shower or water shower. Like, so I did that and people like that too. But people really more so like the Dream Blunt rotation video and they wanted to chime in on that. And I was like, oh my God, Trekkies are so funny. So yeah, it was like TikTok. So I had like hundreds of comments and from there I was just like, oh, I have another idea for another Star Trek video. Actually, I have 5 more ideas for Star Trek videos. So that's how that all kind of started.
Does most of your audience find you on TikTok or Instagram or?
It was TikTok for probably 6 months until I didn't start posting on Instagram until this January. I just started reposting my TikToks. So it was mostly TikTok that found me. But I was on my secret Tumblr for 4 years before that for Star Trek.
Nice.
So that's where I like connected and like got introduced to the world of Trek, if that makes sense. Like, oh, this is Toss, here are the memes, this Spurk, this, that.
Here are the memes.
Yeah.
The meme.
But yeah, that's how I started.
Awesome.
See, TikTok, that's a place that I just go and I scroll. I truly feel like an old person. And I know that I'm not, because there were like old ass people on TikTok making mad content. Like, I mean, ancient folks, like crypt keepers making content. And I'm like, fuck, if they can do it, then I can figure it out. But I just am like, you know what? I'm going to stick to my little Instagram-y post, repost. The boys put up stuff, add it to your story.
Yeah.
Boop, there it goes. You actually have to teach me how to like make a link so if people click it, they can go to the place, because I'm literally just reposting what you post. It don't go nowhere. It goes nowhere, boy. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I
hear that. It's overwhelming. I'm kind of like short form is rewiring my brain in a way that I'm like, how am I going to keep this up without like losing my brain function?
No, you're good. You're good. Listen, don't worry. You'll be fine. This is where we are. This is life. I have to get out of the analog of it all. I'm in the put a VHS in the player, hit record, put the tape in the thing. Oh, my song's coming on. Can I get it without the commercial? Can I stop it before? Like
rewinding it with the pencil.
Absolutely. And then when we got the thing where you could actually put it in and it rewound it for you, what? You can't tell me nothing.
I hear that.
Go ahead.
So it seems lately like we're on the sort of like brink of sort of an abyss in terms of new Trek coming out, right? So Strange New Worlds has finished. We're just waiting for them to roll it out. Same thing now with Academy. And so we're in this like long pause. Do you have a sense of like what you would wish for? Like, what are you, if you were like, we like to play this game. If you were handed the keys to the kingdom, what would Trek be?
If I were handed the keys to the kingdom, well, number one, I would make 4 seasons of Academy at least, because I really enjoyed Starfleet Academy.
Great.
I
will not find disagreement here on this podcast. We have yet to encounter friends who don't like it.
Yeah.
It was so good. And honestly, that type of like coming of age teen show is my bag also. It's not a genre for everyone, and that's fine, but it was my bag. And I really loved it. And the fact that they're not getting a full rotation of school, graduates is so angering to me. Politics, racism, homophobia,
All of the things.
all of the
All the
things.
things.
So I would do that. But I am excited for what we are going to get. And then I know maybe you all have heard like Tawny had a show that was like possibly gonna be
Oh, I
that
know.
I was like when I first heard about it, I was like, please, please, please. I don't even believe in anything. I'm like, please, please, please. A sitcom, a Star Trek Black Run sitcom. There is nothing that is more Zyla in character or form. And I'm a huge sitcom fan also. So I would do that if I could be candid to the keys to track because I think, I've seen a little bit of Prodigy. Like, I think that it works in many genres, the Star Trek world. I think, and Academy was like a little bit of a different form, but it had this heart and the spirit of Trek in that it's like we're looking toward a future. We're making social commentary about the things that are going on now, but we're giving us hope. Like that is something we need and something that is so special and amazing. And I just like to continue that in different forms.
Yeah, I think that people were really y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but were skeptical of Trek comedy before like as Lower Decks was coming out to be
Lower
like
Decks, yeah.
Star Trek what? Star Trek doesn't do like I think that they
works
proved
so well.
that wrong.
well.
It works really well. And also we should point out Tawny Newsome was developing that show with Justin Simeon of Dear White People fame. So it was a whole other like sort of like outside of Trek, but he is, we're told, a Trekkie, like lifelong
I
Trekkie
didn't know that.
himself.
It would have been so good. And I'm not even gonna
Well, we
like
don't know that it's
right.
gone away.
Exactly.
Like there's
We
been
didn't.
no
Totally.
there's been no indication that it has shut down or that it is. I think we know that there's all these, right? They had the Scott Bakula West Wing Star Trek, right? We think that's not happening. And they pitched a continuation of Strange New Worlds as Star Trek Year One with Kirk as the captain. We think that's not happening.
We think that's not
But we have never heard that this Tawny Newsome show has fully gone away. It may still be in development. We don't know.
That would be so good. I'm keeping hope alive because that's the spirit of Trek
Absolutely.
anyway. But that
Well, also
Hope is here.
yeah.
also, I mean, here's a fan theory. We saw Tawny on Academy as
Correct.
Isla Dax, right? Why can we not see Tawny as her human self?
Because
Why
Mariner.
did she? Why was she not just herself? with
that's
Spock?
true. The crossover.
Because
The
Mariner.
Yeah.
Because Mariner, but sure, because Tawny was supposed to play a non-Mariner character on that workplace comedy.
Oh.
So
like,
you can't have
to me, they made her a Cardassian so as to keep that possibility.
I accept your theory.
Yes.
But here's the thing.
I'm keeping that hope alive.
Yeah, I don't understand why people think that comedy doesn't work because at the end of the day, if you really are watching Trek, they are funny. Like it may not be like slapstick, laugh track, but there is comedy. There are comedic characters. There are people who are, and it's dry.
Yes.
Like Worf at sometimes you're like, he's hilarious. Like his delivery of things, his not understanding of humans in that way, like Data being like a complete child and trying to figure out life. Shit is funny. Like
yes.
It's been funny from the beginning.
Always.
But listen, Tribbles. You can't tell me you can't tell me that somebody wasn't like, how can we can make reproduction of a being like rabbits even funnier. Guess what?
A
They're
species
born
that's
pregnant.
born pregnant. I mean,
My favorite
Right.
fucking my favorite species on the face of the planet is a triple. Are you kidding
So
me?
good.
It's so good.
Ugh,
It's so good. From the
yeah.
beginning, we had laughs.
They're basically all meat.
And Moopsy wouldn't like them because why? They have no bones.
They have no bones.
Oh, I never thought about that one. Oh my God. That's so cute. But yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And I don't know if I can't remember if I was just talking about this or if it was like part of the conversation of just like expanding genres of Star Trek. But you know what else would be good? A Star Trek-esque Grey's Anatomy. It's
oh
all
my
medical.
God.
Oh my God.
No.
All
Is this a
medical.
setup? Is this a setup?
Why?
Oh, you don't know.
Lenny, just we're not going to explain.
You have
Explain.
you have just hit like
You just walked right through it without even knowing.
mass bingo. Grey's Anatomy is the thing that I know more about than anything in life. I am probably the only person still watching it. I am waiting for season 26. I go to sleep to it every night. I am currently rewatching it for probably the 10th time. Derek Shepherd has just come through surgery, quit, and been left in a jail cell while Christina marries Owen Hunt, which is a terrible idea. We all knew that. So like the fact that you're like,
That's
you brought that
so
up, they are literally thinking that I have like on the set like, bring up Grace.
Right.
This is the first
No.
time I'm seeing her face. This is the first time I've ever spoken to this woman.
Swear.
This is do you understand? See, now you understand. Grey's Anatomy is great. And if there was all doctors, like the
Yes.
the original doctor,
Yes.
you have Plasky
Bashir.
come back,
There you
bring her
go.
back from the dead. You have Bashir, you have Beverly, like
It would be good.
it would be
It's
so
a bunch
good.
of it could be like Alien of the Week, except like which one is invading the body now, or like, you know,
correct.
this
Yeah.
is the sick bay.
It
Come
could literally be in
on.
sick bay. Like there has to be. Here's the thing: to become a medical doctor in Trek, like you have to become a Starfleet officer and also go to medical school. So there has to be
Oh.
some place where you practice, or has to be like on Earth or on us. Like there is some medical college.
Right.
Like, it would be
Yeah.
awesome. It would
It
be fucking
would.
awesome. If they're all teachers, and then there's a hello, thank you.
I think it's
Hello.
Doctors Without Borders. And I want one of the
Oh.
lead doctors to be a Klingon with terrible bedside manner.
Yes.
Perfect.
Oh, that would be
Perfect.
so good.
It would be great. I mean, you could bring the cat back in because she is basically a Klingon. What's her name?
Dr. Ta'ana,
She was the best.
incredible.
She's great at
I'm
her
saying it
job.
right, yeah.
Hated people. You know.
Exactly. You and me. You and me.
You have
They're
you.
synced up.
I'm in. Like this is it for me.
Okay.
I've won 2026. Let's be clear, right there, unprompted.
Nixon 5 and a Star Trek Grey's Anatomy.
Well, and it's funny because we're starting to see that a lot of the new Trek ideas that are coming out are like applying known genres
Mhm.
to Star Trek,
Mhm.
right? And because you look at Lower Decks is adult animation, right?
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
we're hearing about Tawny Newsome, Justin Simeon, a workplace comedy is what it is, right?
Right.
It's
Yeah,
like The
like The
Office.
Office, right?
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
Which,
the
by the way,
Office.
not to sidetrack, but your version of The Office of the
Yeah.
episode of Deep Space Nine about the baseball was amazing.
Thank you so much.
Mhm.
I played 11 characters and I said I didn't think it was going to take as much work as it did. I'm in the middle of the day, like 5 shirts flung off. I'm like, what am I doing?
Making amazing content
Thank
for me
you,
to
thank
watch and be
you.
like, Because you know what it was like? It reminded me of like Nutty Professor, like Eddie Murphy. Like,
Yes.
I'm playing all of the characters.
I'm playing all the characters. Yeah. If I
I'm
had
doing-
any friends who would help me, I would have done it. But
No, but that's the
How
thing.
you-
No,
like-
it's you have to keep. It has to be you. Like,
Yeah.
It's
that's
funnier,
what
it's
makes
just
it so
you.
Yeah.
special.
It is
Yeah.
funnier.
I hear that. I do.
It's so great.
Thank you. Thanks. But yeah, mockumentary, Star Trek mockumentary. We
would
need
work.
it. Yeah.
And
for
not to
sure.
be confused with the documentary episode of Strange New Worlds from last season, which was not for me.
Was it not
Sorry.
good? I haven't seen it yet. So
Oh, okay. All right. Well, see, this is where I get jealous because I'm like, you have so much left to consume, and there's so much joy to be had for you. That is,
Mm-hmm.
I feel
there's some
it.
jealousy there for sure.
Yeah.
I
I'm
didn't like that
excited.
episode. I don't know why. I mean, it was different. It's like you have to allow some grace and some leeway because it can't be done the way it had been done. And yes, so you have to swing big, and sometimes it is a miss. Like I thought Prodigy was a miss. You two were like
I
they were in from the start. I was like, nope, not for me. And for me, it was, and I told you why, because all of the characters were aliens. Like there wasn't a human. Like yes, there was, Janeway, but like she wasn't the main character. She's a hologram. So there was nothing for no one for me, person humanoid, to like
latch on.
relate to.
Yeah.
And because I love cartoons, like Lower Decks, my shit. Like I wanted that to run, as we've agreed. Like it should have been like The Simpsons, never ending. South Park,
Yes.
never ending, just episode after episode after episode. But Prodigy, I was like, "Ugh, I can't get into this. And then something hooked me, and I was like, okay, I'm down. It was Merv, but
Oh, Merv.
So I think part of the thinking behind Prodigy though was that it was their
Kids.
first attempt at like a YA,
Right.
which I think is a little bit what they were trying to do with Academy. But like,
but
tell me
there
this.
isn't. Go ahead.
No, you first. Go ahead.
I don't think that genre works anymore. I don't think that there is no Smallville. There is no Dawson's
Riverdale
Creek.
and-
There's no Riverdale.
Yeah.
I binged Riverdale as an adult. I was like, oh, I can see why this worked. But their kids aren't consuming scripted television the same way that we did.
This is true.
It's you have to put all 10 episodes up on your streaming platform and then be ready in 18 months to drop season 2. But it's not, they're not young kids. They're watching adult shows. Like
Yeah.
they're
Euphoria is the
is
child-
correct because
Yeah.
it's real life. But that's the thing. It's like what's happening now. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, yes, it could have been happening when I was in high school, but not to that extent. It wasn't that bad. It was like drinking Boone's Farm on somebody's actual farm, playing beer pong.
Yes.
Like there was like 2 people who smoked weed. No one really like did it. Now it's like no one was dropping pills. No one was like shooting up heroin. We were drinking Four Locos and Boone's Farm and Mad Dog 2020. Like,
Are the
that
kids
was
shooting up heroin now? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that it's probably more prevalent than it was in the 90s. Yeah. Like they're all about the drugs. Like dropping, like it's all about
Well, I know prescription drugs have been a whole thing. Like,
correct.
yeah.
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 So
But I think there's this fear in the Star Trek franchise that the fan base is aging out.
There is.
And
Yeah.
that,
Absolutely.
right? So that there's this push for a younger audience. And so what I'm hearing from you is that Deep Space Nine was your entry point. Deep Space Nine is not a kids show, but
Totally.
you, how old were you watching Deep Space Nine?
So I was 25.
25.
Yeah,
Okay.
25. Yeah.
and see, that's the thing. Once your brain is formed, like you can
Yeah.
because you watching Voyager as an adult, you're like, oh no, there are certain things you're like, but when you're young, you're like, oh, this is just what it is. This is how things happen. You're like, that doesn't work.
Right. I will say though, I'm 30, but I have younger fans.
Mm.
Like they are early 20s, some of them teens. Some of them I can't message back because I'm like, you're a minor and I will not be,
Oh, interesting.
they're super into the original series, Deep Space
Really?
Nine. Yes, they're shipping Quoto. They're making their little edits. Like there are young people that really, I don't know if it's because who got them into it as their parents, or if it's just the rise of streaming and then they happen upon,
Yeah.
something which happens all the time, but I don't think it will necessarily age out completely ever. I mean, there are just a lot of young fans.
Yeah,
Um,
and it's interesting because so we have some friends who are very into slash fiction, which is this
Mhm.
spurk erotic fiction,
Yeah.
right? And so we have been so for our sort of video content, we have been lifting these art images that we found online, sort of naively on my part, finding them and using them in our video content, and then someone was like, "Hey, that's my art," and then I was like, "Oh my god, so sorry," and then they're like, "No, just credit me." I'm like, "Great." So so I've been reaching out to these artists who are creating this to be like, "Hey, this is our video. Do you mind if we use your image?" And no one has said no yet. Like
that's
everybody's very
amazing.
into it.
Yeah.
That's
But
amazing.
in some of these conversations with these artists, I'm like, "Oh, you're a teenager. You
Yeah.
are a
Right.
teenager
Right.
making work
Yes.
art of
Yes.
Kirk and Spock making out." So I'm like,
Totally.
where is this idea that like the fan base is aging out and that the
Exactly.
young people don't
Mhm.
like Star Trek because it is,
Yeah.
yeah.
And you know what? I was also saying this, maybe you were in the room with the Sci-Fi Sisters panel, but um like, oh juice, don't leave my train of thought. Sorry. Shoot, I just completely lost it. That's crazy. That's so
My
crazy.
mom would say it must
Look
have
at
been a
30.
lie.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that is so
Great.
funny. No, yeah, I
Which is like
don't
the
think
worst thing you can tell when you're so frustrated. I'm like, no,
I,
it was
yeah,
It
I
was
know.
a lie. It was
No, it was the truth. I was about to speak truth to power. But no, I don't think that the fan base is aging out whatsoever. I think that young people, like a lot of the artists, and what I was gonna say was when I watched Deep Space Nine, I was so surprised by the pacing of the show.
Mm.
It's so slow.
Mm.
It's like compared to any show now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I was like, at first, like irritated. I was like, can we speed this up? Like, why is everybody talking so slow? Why is everybody walking like at a normal real
Strolling.
life pace? Everybody's and
Strolling. Just having a
strolling.
yes.
Mhm.
But then I realized like I like this pace. I like that the show makes you kind of slow down. It's like something comforting about it. And I think maybe people think younger audiences don't want to see that or won't sit through that.
Mhm.
Right.
But I don't think that's like the case wholesale.
True.
Well, here's a question. Damien, you're muted, so I'm using this as
I
an
know.
excuse to
Sorry, I was
barge in.
burping. So you
Um,
talk.
um, like in the 90s, they definitely marketed Star Trek for boys. Like the toys were very boy centric action figures, phasers, whatever. The commercials where it was all boys playing with them. But is the younger audience now less male?
That's a great question. I definitely think a lot of them are girls. I don't know if it's because on TikTok there's such a edits cult, like a fan edits
Mm.
culture, and that's very heavily girls and women and
Mhm.
young women. So
We
that's where, yeah, I experience a lot of the young people. I know there are, young men still who really like it, but a lot
totally.
of girls, a lot of girls.
Well, it's interesting because, women saved Star Trek in the 60s, like, B.J. Trimble and the letter writing campaigns and everything. And they kept it alive. And then in the 90s, the, executives in power really pushed for, 7 of 9 and skin tight, like let's get that key demographic, that like, male from 20 to 30 or whatever it was, you know what I mean? But
Well,
like,
because
why
they
not
still
go
believe that men
after,
had the buying power.
yeah,
Even
right.
if they weren't the audience, the majority of the audience, they still had the buying power as far as the executives were concerned in the 90s.
Real
Fascinating. Um,
crazy.
but that doesn't have to be the future, I guess is my point. Like
Yeah.
if
No.
Star Trek could lean into, a more diverse gender
Yeah.
audience
Yeah.
than, like TNA.
For
But I
sure.
think that's where they were going, and that's why there is a resurgence. Like when we talk about streaming, people talk about how streaming is sort of killing network TV, yada yada. Sure, fine, whatever. But every time you watch something, the Damien popping back in from being frozen,
Yeah.
hilarious. The you would also like is all there. So if you watch one thing that's sci-fi, Star Trek is going to be given to you, is going to be offered to you.
Yeah.
And if you're already in the mindset of like, oh, I may have heard that, or like someone mentioned it, let me give it a try. I feel like that's the gateway. It's like you just have to, someone has to mention it once. Like, have you ever seen this episode? Or, or have you ever heard about Star Trek? And then you're like, no, it's not my thing. And then you watch some random sci-fi supernaturally thing. Next thing, when you finish that, it's like, how about this? And it shows every single version of Star Trek, and you can just go, that guy's face I don't like. That ship looks interesting, because I know all of the logos, all of the tiles, and it's like, okay, there's Picard. Nah, I don't want the white guy. Okay, here's shit. I don't want her. Oh, the Deep Space Nine is like they just show you the ship, the station. You're like, well, that looks like an interesting way to go in, and then you have the animated. Like, what do you want to do? So, I think that's going to keep it alive, the streaming of it all, because in every platform, it's there now that they're merging all of them together.
Right.
For sure. For sure.
Question for you was, what was your first con?
My first con was Trek to Chicago last November, so very, very recent. It was awesome. I just had a really good time. Went with my bestie. I got my picture taken with Tim Russ and Jerry Ryan. So that was really special because I had maybe a few months before finished Voyager, and so that was super cool. And just I met friends from online who were like, hit me up, girl. Like, yeah, so that was really cool. Got me my Rack to G, got all this merch,
Yes.
my first merch experience.
What was your favorite piece of merch that you picked up?
Rack to Gino mug for sure.
Nice.
Love that cups.
Now, did anything surprise you about the people at the con? Like in terms of like who your like fellow Star Trek fans were who came out?
Great question, because I do think that, look, I was surprised because when I posted Star Trek videos, I just assumed I would get like, well, actually, by like a bunch of white men. So that's what, honestly, I was a little bit reticent. But my, fan base, or the people that I are my mutuals and followers, are mostly women, mostly people, not maybe like a lot of people of color, so I'm used to that, and like queer. I'm very used to that being my entire feed and timeline and comments. So I did have to remember, like, there are a lot of older white men and older white people that are heterosexual, and they have been doing this for years and years and years. So it was just funny because I'm like, oh yeah, there's a lot of that. But it still was like welcoming, at least in my experience. I mean, I went with friends and like met up with people I had interacted with online. So, I still had a really good time, but it definitely, there is a demographic there.
Did you go as a civilian, or did you cosplay?
I was a civilian. I have yet to cosplay, which I find so funny because When I was young, I would dress up in costume for a Wednesday afternoon. Like, like I just love being in costume, but I think I'm having like perfectionism or something. Like if I'm gonna do it, I'm
Oh,
gonna do it right,
yes.
And who
So
would you okay, so in that line,
Oh,
if you're
she's
going
nodding with an answer on her face
I know,
already.
but see, the
She
thing is
got
there's gonna be
answers.
there's more detail. There's things to just
okay, I'm
want to say.
listening.
Okay, so you're at a 3-day con,
Okay.
full 3 days,
Okay.
and you are going cosplay action.
Okay.
What are you doing for all 3 days?
For
Mind
all
you,
3 days.
on one of those days, there's going to be like a party,
Party.
like a
Oh, this is a good question. This is honestly helping me perfectly for Vegas because I need to think this
Oh,
through. So
there you go. Here we
wait,
go.
wait,
I'm going for
you are going to Vegas.
I
Okay.
am going to Vegas.
Noted.
One of the
Damn it.
ones I know I want to do is Sam from Academy.
Okay.
I want to do and I'm going to tell you guys this exclusively because I've only told one other person, but I want to be Sam when she was at the Academy bar. So I want to have the braid. I'm going to do a braid. And then I want to make a shop counter that when you tap it, it actually goes up so that every time somebody buys me a shot, I'm going to tap it like she does in the show.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
That's fucking amazing. Turn that shit up to 44.
Right?
Also, we like sort of sidebar is that we not too long ago had the hair supervisor for Academy on our podcast. The coolest guy, right? But
So
he did share with us that like the hair journey for Sam is like not even begun.
Just you
So
wait.
that
Oh
season
my
two
god.
is gonna be like,
Oh my
so
god.
there's going to be all kinds of cosplay material coming from Sam season
I
2
am
that is going to
so I love Sam's hair. Like
love.
Y'all,
well,
like
and it like all of the hair in Star Trek. I mean, we're obsessed with hair in Star Trek. I mean, we have full hair episodes every chance we get.
Yeah.
But that it tells a story. Like her hair is her journey.
Period.
It's
When
so
she came
beautifully
back,
done.
when she came back with the high pony, I was like, yes, absolutely. I live. Yeah. Black
And that
girls
is the
deserve
one thing that we're learning by these shows is that there's so
Absolutely.
many people that are part of telling these stories and then creating these characters and that that hair and the makeup and the prosthetics and all these things tell stories and it's
for sure.
Nothing's accidental.
Nothing
Sorry,
is
now I'm talking
accidental.
over the answer to your question. Please
No, it's
continue.
okay. It's okay.
No, we digress just because here's the thing. I always tell them, like, when it comes to Black women in hair, it's very specific. And you can always tell when someone is phoning it in, when they haven't done the research, when they don't care. We had Anna Rose on and we were talking.
I listened to that one.
And we were,
but yes.
Bantu knots. What is happening? Like, let's be
going on.
Parts. Like, I just got these little so the part is what? Fresh, crisp.
Right.
In 2 weeks, it's going to be a little fuzzier, but like, what are we talking about? So, like, that's why
that I actually have to get married because Lanita promised to wear Bantu knots to my wedding.
Did I?
Like, all right, I guess I have to do it now.
Yeah. It's what it is.
I mean,
what it
listen,
is.
if that's what's going to take for you to walk down the aisle and
Finally.
step on a glass, then yes,
Love it.
That'll be it. Okay,
But yes,
day one,
okay.
we're doing Sam.
So I'm doing Sam
with a drink counter.
Yes, with a
tappity-tap.
drink counter, and then I have to be Beckett Mariner one day.
I'm glad that you realized that.
Yes.
Because if you weren't going to give that answer, I was going to say, so you're missing something.
Right, 100%. I love Beckett Mariner so deeply. I talk about it all the time, but that is my soul sister. I don't know how they captured such a character in this cartoon, but I love her so much, and I would love to be her for a day and just act a fucking fool, like, but
roll
also
those sleeves up and be
exactly
and do it
as bold as I ever was. Like, I'm not always bold. I'm not always extroverted. Like, I have a very introverted part of me, but like, that part of me is Becca Mariner. So I would be that. And then honestly, for the night party, I think I would dress as Vindicta, like when she was whatever she was in the hologram or the holodeck movie thing where she was like playing a villain.
Oh,
Because she wanted to like work out her therapy issues with her mom or something. I can't even remember. But I would probably be that just because it'd be fun to like have crazy makeup and like a cute fit. Yeah. And then third day, that's such a because I haven't thought this far. I would love to be Michael Burnham. I think that would be amazing. I haven't gone through all of Discovery yet, but from what I've seen of her, I really respect her, really like her. So I would like to be her. This is the thing. I want to be box braids Michael Burnham, but like I don't know how I would transition day to day. So I would have to spread it out different cons.
This is when you get a wig. This is when you go with a friend and on Saturday you do a quick braid down, you do a quick wrap.
Period.
Put that.
Period. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I mean,
I have to dream big. I do.
You have to dream big.
I'm dreaming practical.
No. You have to be practical too because it takes a lot. Like I respect everyone who like goes full cosplay. Like Leellen getting the hat made,
the Vedic win, so good.
And honestly, she should thank us because we called her Kai Wynn. She got so up in arms about it, and then
she really did. She really did. She was. Yeah, because the point was like one of the things that I love about Deep Space Nine that is kind of really unlike all the other treks is the ensemble, right? That there is this like tapestry of characters, like so many like that are super important to the world, and like Garak and
Bashir, your favorite.
So many. I do. We all like Garak, but that and which is like a thing that we have decided, like we kind of have come to emulate. Like we have all of these. We have built our own sort of community, our own circle of people who have, the people who come on our pod like come back and like for other conversations, and it is, so in calling her Kai Wynn, basically I was just saying like we have the best like supporting cast at our podcast. And she was like, no, she's like, you called me Kai Wynn, and she got real pissed. And
she's like, I'm not evil, I'm not trying to destroy things. I'm like, yeah, but I mean, you can't be Kai Opaka. She is the one and only.
right.
Like, ma'am, it's okay.
So
and look
funny.
at that. And look at that. Wins the con with the Teosville hat and the nose ridges. Like, ma'am, you're welcome.
It was amazing. Right.
With the artist who she met through us. So there we go.
Okay.
See, this is
no,
like,
y'all put her on.
If we start playing 6 Degrees with this con, we basically, it's
know everybody.
Yeah, y'all are the popular people.
by default.
Maybe by next time.
No, I think that like what you do will allow you to like stretch yourself and like go in costume. Like it doesn't, I said all 3 days just because I know that there are people who like literally like plan it out.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, but it could just be it could be you got 2. You're good with your 2. Like I started for what con I go to, who knows? I was like, Guinan, how many different looks can I find? Which ones are not the ones that anyone has done? What are the odd hats that no one's putting on? Everyone does purple. I literally have so many screenshots on my phone. I was like, I don't know what happened. Like the dictator not being here. I was like, ooh. I was like, I can get the old lady to like sew it, like fine. Like I was like, now that Alex can do hats, I'm like, listen, I know it's not what you do, but you can make me a couple. Thank you so much. There are many colors.
Awesome. Oh my God, I gotta see pictures.
Poor
listen,
Alex is
when it
gonna wish she
happens,
never made that bet a cat.
no,
Right?
she's not. I'll make it worth her while. I'll send her delicious treats via the post service and money. So it'll be fine. It'll be
Yeah.
fine. It's interesting, like, you were like, "Oh, you're 30 now," which is amazing.
Thank you.
I remember that. I remember that age. It was grand. And it's interesting, you're like, you have a lot of young women, but also teen fans. And I think it lends itself to the fact that you have such a youthful look, like, again, minding your business, drinking your water, moisturizing.
Period.
See that, Damien? Moisturizing. That's what happens. You can look 16 and 30 at the same time. Do you find, like, as a sort of not new, but like a newish content creator to like Star Trek, I wonder if you feel a sort of what is the word? This is well old. Need to, like, do you ever like think about your content and be like, oh, I can't make this because of the demographic of people that are watching it? Do you feel a certain, like, oh, I'm not gonna curse a lot, or is not gonna like go an uber like sexual route or a uber like X-rated route because of
Yeah.
the people that are consuming it?
hmm Yeah, that's an interesting question. Thank you, because I don't think I've ever been asked that before, but I do think about it. Um, yeah, I never thought about it's difficult because I'm just like such a public facing person, and I've never thought about being that before. It happened very quickly. So naturally you kind of think about how you're being perceived, and there are like very like sensual women accounts that are doing their thing, and I respect that. And it's just like it's just a specific type of content that I feel like I am more so comedy. But yeah, so I feel a little bit self-conscious about being sexualized, and because it just happens with like misogyny. um
Yes.
so I think about that, and I just really try and stick to my lane in terms of like I don't really want to be perceived as sexy, and I just don't think that that's how, not even about what my fans want, or like looking out for a certain audience, but just kind of my own protection.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, in terms of like content of like what I make, I do want to project like a positive thing always, and it comes very naturally with Star Trek. It's not like, but even with like Starfleet Academy, I could feel like getting canceled. I could feel myself like wanting to like rage on the internet. And I feel like I would have every right to, first of all, and everyone has every right to, but I also just didn't want to create that online space, both for fans and for myself. So I saved a lot of that for like my friends in person, like
Yeah,
my rant and like stomping
you
around.
sent a
And
text message.
yeah,
You didn't pick up your phone. You actually talk to people who, like, you can actually touch, as
right,
most people
right.
should. But
Yeah. But and then lastly, I think I do recognize that like we live in such a lonely world, and I just want to be like a presence that makes people feel less alone. Like, I think I get like lots of comments from people who are like, "Oh, I'm the only one in my town who likes Star Trek." So, like I live in New York, so it's like a big metropolitan area where I've made many friends, like in real life. But I do want to be conscious of like younger people who might be struggling. I'm also doing this thing called the Captain Summer 90 Challenge, um, which is like you do one good habit a day for 90 days, because we're trying to embrace our like Starfleet discipline, which is something that I needed for
and is it the
myself.
same? Is it the same habit, or is it a different?
Yeah, it's like you choose like one good habit. You could do multiple, but I'm like, you should probably just choose one so you can really stick to it. So
So you do one thing every day for 90
90
days.
days. Yeah. So I chose journaling. So it's simple.
Ooh, no,
Mhm.
no, that's good. No, I literally was like, I was telling them before we started, like, I've committed to like for 30 days, like getting up in the morning and doing like my 15-minute or like 20-minute little work. Just I hate, even when I hate it, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna do it. So now you said 90 days, and I'm like, fuck, now I've gotta.
I was kind of like, why did I say 90 days? This is a long time.
I don't know, but now I feel bullied with nothing that you've not,
Yeah.
but I just felt, I was like, oh, I'm perceiving this as a 30 days. You ain't doing nothing. You said 90.
No,
You're
you
gonna-
really are, because we're not even at day 30. We're all like, but
I'm on day 4. Okay,
yeah.
so
Okay.
I'm
I love
adding.
that
So
for
here we
you.
go.
And that's my thing. Like, so I have a little Discord where we kind of do daily check-ins if you want to or whatever.
Oh,
And
man.
I think just the having like community around something as wholesome and hopeful as Star Trek is like
Mhm.
the best part of me having started this journey at all. So yeah, I really like that part of it, and I want to continue to be like that's like kind of what I put out into the world, I guess.
Well, and it feels like I think part of why your content, I would guess, has caught on is that it really feels like you're being yourself. Like it all
Mhm.
feels like very genuinely
Genuinely and
you.
authentic. Yep.
Thanks. Thank you. It is. I think I definitely feel like myself when I'm impersonating Bashir, or like, like these are jokes. These are jokes that I would make with my friends, and then I just record myself, making
No,
them.
and that's the thing. It's like the content that lasts and the people that quote unquote like hit on all cylinders are the ones who are being authentically themselves in whatever they're doing. You didn't say, "Oh, I'm going to try to cook all of the things that Neelix did in Voyager," and you have no idea how to cook, but like, "Oh, that seems like the hot thing to do. I'll do it."
Mhm.
You found your lane. You're sticking with it, and you're the way that you do it. That's why it works so well.
Right.
Thanks,
Thriving.
guys. Thank you.
So I'm
Mhm.
curious, what is unwatched in your Star Trek journey that you're excited about? Like what
Good
are
question.
you hungry for? Because given that you haven't consumed it all, like where
Yeah.
is your appetite right now?
My appetite is to get to the later seasons of TNG.
Mm,
I'm like so
Mm.
ready to like get there, but I don't like skipping episodes. And I'm also not, unless I'm like sick or something, I'm not a good binger.
Mm.
Or like,
same.
I mean, I think for Deep Space Nine, that truly was like, dang, I binged that for real. But like,
But you were watching
maybe
that,
like,
maybe was it during the pandemic? Were you
no, it was
no?
like people
Oh,
were kind of branching into the world.
got it.
But I think as Lenita said, it's like kind of when you get to that one where you're like, you have to keep
Have to
watching.
know.
Yeah.
You have to know.
Yeah. So I'm in my TNG. I'm enjoying it. I think my next episode is Data Lore. So I haven't watched that, but
Oh,
Ooh.
you've got some stuff. Yeah, you have
I,
so
I
many
got
treats ahead.
stuff. Yeah. But that's what I'm hungry for, because I know that the latter seasons really is like some of the best sci-fi known to man, and or as a lot of people feel. So I'm excited about that.
I want you to come back when you finish TNG, because I will say that, like, as you say, like, you cried through DS9, like, yes, there were episodes, but for like, I think that they had a really, really great way with TNG and Deep Space Nine ending. I think their endings for me felt satisfying in the best way, and
I'm so
also
excited.
allowed for like just that little teeny crack of the door of like, ooh, I could see something else happening. Like, we know that Deep
Mm,
Space Nine is never gonna happen again, but you'd be like, oh, I can see a spinoff of, you
mm,
know, of what happens on the spaceship, the starship, the space station. Jesus
yeah.
Christ. My brain is done. What happens after Cisco, ascends into the heavens? What happens
Hmm.
at the end of TNG when blah 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 blah? Which I'm not gonna say because you haven't gotten there yet.
So
I
you,
can't wait.
if you haven't watched it, there is a Deep Space Nine documentary
I did watch that.
You did watch.
It's been 4 years though, so I might not remember.
I always forget the title. The final episode is called "What We Leave Behind" or "What We Left Behind," and then the other the documentary is whichever one it isn't. I don't remember.
Exactly.
Sorry. But they go into the writer's room. So I'm telling you this.
Yeah.
Yes. But they go into the writer's room and they write an 8th season.
Right.
Map
Oh
out
my
an 8th
God.
season. Do you remember this?
Have I not watched this? I don't think I've watched this.
Maybe this is something. Maybe we get together and we watch it and do an episode, because it is the 8th season is controversial to me. I don't necessarily love the choices that they would have made in this imaginary 8th season.
I don't remember
they
it.
write the return of Cisco.
I have to rewatch this documentary. Let me know, guys, because I remember very specifically is Mark Alamo. Is that how you say his name?
That he was
him being as creepy in real life as he was as to God.
Yeah, and he was really insecure about that, they loved the work that he was doing, and he was like, how can you never told me you loved it? And they're like, we just kept hiring you. What did you think?
Right. It was fascinating. It was fascinating to watch.
Well, also, I'm sorry, now I'm getting gossipy, but that that apparently that there was a potential of love story between Kira and Ducat.
I've heard
and
that.
Nana was like, no. I will not kiss that actor.
Because what? I'm so glad.
They're so not attractive, y'all. Like, come on. They're just
spoonheads.
not.
Is that what you call them?
Oh, they are spoonheads.
Spoonheads.
And the necks. And then people who live in life with those traps. Ugh.
Yeah. No.
It's
nothing for me. Some people really like Kardashians. I don't know.
Strange.
Every pot has a lid.
And you know what? That is true, Mike Jones. You are correct. You are correct.
So true.
No, thank you.
Should we do some?
I'm going to say, Mike Jones, is it time?
I was actually about to say the same thing. I think we all knew this is our hazing ritual, Zila.
Okay.
So don't be afraid. You're very well equipped.
Correct.
Yes. As you listen to the pod before, you know that there are some questions that we ask every guest. Actually, I kind of pick and choose amongst these.
And then Lenita this is where Lenita gets mad and says, Mike,
I know, because I
fucking
shouldn't
ask
pick
the
and choose.
question.
Censor.
Okay.
You know, we're all predictable in our old age. There's certain known dynamics.
I love.
All right. If you could have dinner with 3 characters, the characters, not the actors, who would they be and why?
I would have dinner with Beckett Mariner. Should I go one at a time, or should I say it all at the end?
No, however you want.
Go for
however your brain works.
Okay. I'd have dinner with Beckett Mariner because she would make it fun and I would feel at ease. And I would feel like not being weird for being silly goofy girl. I would also invite Jadzia Dax, which might honestly overbalance the chaos factor, but I love Dax. Did you have a question, Damien?
No,
okay,
I just love
okay,
how everyone that we ask wants Jadzia to go to their dinner. And
they do.
And we're like, is this our demographic? Are we the Jadzia demographic, or is she just that widely beloved? Like, this is we will like publish a paper in a
there's a thesis there. There's a thesis there for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
But she's the ultimate dinner party guest. She has all the stories. She is comfortable. She gets along with everybody. Species does not matter. So you could have her at your table. And then I would invite Ram. And I think Ram would just balance out the high chaos factor of both of all of us and be kind of calm, but I think he would vibe. I think he would also bring a lot of joy. And I'm a big Ram fan. So
it would be grounding.
This is the
grounding.
first
Exactly.
we've not gotten Ram
Ever.
Oh,
and I like him so much. I was always like, I always wanted to punch Quark in the face. Like he was so mean to him.
Yeah.
It's like, look, he's the good one. He's the
Yeah.
one who actually like is trying his hardest and
He
not
loves his mother.
Underestimated.
He's a union man. Exactly. He's underestimated. I
As if-
love an underdog story. It's
I
he got
wish
the
it was
girl.
handy. I have a beach bag that it's like a cartoon drawing of Rom, and it says he was a union man. I'll send you a picture. I had it on the beach this
do.
weekend.
Please do. That's amazing. I love that.
It's a good
So,
dinner.
yeah.
Okay.
Much
Good
respect.
dinner.
Good
answers,
choices.
good
Thank
answers.
you.
If you lived in the 24th century, what would your life be like? Would you stay on Earth? Would you join Starfleet?
I'm definitely joining Starfleet. I would be a captain. High key. Like I
Oh,
just
yeah.
I
It's like
just
Captain
know
Careers course for
I-
me. Thank you
Captain
so
Careers
much.
course. I'm wearing the red. I'm like I might have a Beckett Mariner turn where I'm like just silly goofy for a while, but I think eventually I'm so like
Wait, are you
driven.
Becky Freeman
Uh,
from the parallel universe?
Oh my God, that's so yes. I think I literally am Becky Parallel universe. Yes, I think that's who I would be. And I would love to be part of Starfleet. I love like I'm on the team, I'm not like super contrarian rebel mirror universe type. So yeah, I think it would be fun.
Awesome.
Well, I'd serve on your ship.
What?
That'd
Yes.
be amazing.
What is your go-to holodeck program?
Go-to holodeck program is a garden of some sort.
Mm.
Lots of, honestly, in that episode of TNG, I think it's Farpoint, where they find data in there, just kind of like, or
Yeah,
no.
Trying to whistle.
Right.
Yep, yep.
And they have to pull, who was it, Wesley out of the water or something?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like that. It's real chill. Nobody's there to bother me. Like I said, I have an introverted side where I need to like recharge my social battery.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And yeah, just good vibes. I like journal or something in there. I think
That
that's
sounds so nice because I like the idea of the outside, but I don't like bugs or heat. And a holographic outside could not have either of those things.
Yeah, you just program it out.
Right, exactly. All right. Dr. Crusher or Dr. Pulaski?
So I haven't seen, you know what? Okay, so I was with Trek Culture for a hot second doing some editing for them.
Yeah.
So I did have to compare Crusher and Pulaski, so I watched a lot of clips. And I'm still gonna go with Crusher, even though I respect the hell out of Pulaski. She was like more no nonsense. And you know what? I just started reading the autobiography of Cisco by
yeah.
Yes. And Dr. Pulaski made an appearance. Yes. And I was so excited by it. I was like, oh my God. I don't know. So I respect the hell out of Pulaski, but I think I really like Dr. Crusher. I don't know. I think she's just a cool cat. I trust her as a doctor.
Mhm.
Unlike, I love Bashir Down, but he is so like flirty and insane sometimes. That I like Dr. Crusher.
I feel like of all of the doctors, she's really like, aside from the electronic hologram doctor, the
The
doctor,
doctor.
she's really the only one that actually knows medicine. Like,
You know what I'm saying?
but also, and in recent times, Discovery Doctor, no, Strange New Worlds Doctor,
Oh, and Banga.
Oh,
Mbenga.
Benga.
he actually knows stuff too.
Yeah.
I feel like the rest of them are like, yeah.
I've been watching
hyperspray.
some, I've been watching some toss with my brother, and I'm like, Bones, you just be giving up on people.
Yeah.
It's so funny to me. Like he's just like he's dead.
He's dead.
Exactly.
No
Oh.
CPR, no attempts to revive.
Nope. They didn't have the little poop poops to
Right,
had nothing.
right.
It was like, oh well. So sorry about that.
So yeah, I choose Crusher.
Okay. You might Okay, I'm just going to ask them because Lenita will be mad if I don't. So if you don't get some of these references because you might not have seen the episodes.
No worries.
And if you and then
Okay.
and then it'd be like she'll come back and then we'll
Right.
get him again.
For sure.
Are you doing Klingon Tai Chi with Worf or leotard yoga with Beverly and Deanna?
Oh, I want to be with the hot girls. I'd want to be with the hot. I just want my little moment with the hot girls. Like, yeah,
I
that's
love it.
iconic. Look, I haven't seen the actual episodes, but I've seen.
Yeah,
Same.
you're aware.
But I need to see, So
Right.
yeah, I think that'd be cool.
Are you drinking tea, Earl Grey, hot, coffee, black, or Bractigino?
I would love to drink Ractigino. I'm allergic to coffee. Like it upsets my body these days and I cannot drink it anymore. So I guess I'd be Earl Grey, but I'd really prefer a coffee or a Ractigino.
What do you drink out of your Bractigino mug?
I put
like?
I put a roasted dandelion tea and a Chinese tea called Pure Air, and they're both black and very strong. And it tastes almost like coffee to me, and it has caffeine in it.
Okay.
I do what I can, but that's my makeup coffee.
Okay. I love that.
If you had a replicator next to you right now, what would you create?
A burrito.
Mm.
Why that just-
Ooh,
but
what's in the
Yes.
burrito?
steak burrito,
Mm.
guac, beans, rice, chipotle salsa. Yeah.
That actually just made me hungry.
Okay.
Yes.
You know,
They're opening a
I-
Chipotle very close to my house, and it is dangerous.
Ooh, yeah.
There is a Chipotle very close to the office, and I might have to have a Wednesday Chipotle since I did meal prep 4 meals, not 5. So Wednesday may be the day that
Clever.
I'm going to get a burrito. And I
Yeah.
don't know if I'm going to go to the Chipotle, but I may go to the burrito truck because
Ooh.
they
That's
do
gonna be
shredded. They
real
they do
stuff.
like they do like the birria shredded beef.
So
Not the steak.
good.
It's so good.
So good.
Yeah, that's gonna be. Okay,
Thank you
I'll
for
do
your
30
support
minutes.
because I was like, you could have chose anything and you chose a burrito, but I got
Because burritos are fucking delicious.
Yeah,
they
right.
are.
Oh
They
my
really
god!
are.
I'm already planning. Like I'm not gonna hit snooze. I'm gonna do 30 minutes in the morning so
Yes.
I can get a burrito for lunch.
Let's go.
Doesn't
I
Tilly
love
order
it.
a burrito and it like the computer tells her the caloric?
That would make me
Oh,
really sad. I
I'm
didn't
still
ask for
eating it.
that. Right.
Listen, I'm digressing. I'm birdwalking just for a second, but all these like food influencers are like, oh, this is 100 calories of rice. This is 200 I'm like, how about this? I'm gonna eat it, and you can sure, great. That's 800 calories. It's delicious in my body. I'll walk from my job
Period.
to the train.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Right. I got nutrients. Congrats to me. So
Who's your Star Trek bartender? Guinan or Quark?
that's such a good question. I haven't experienced Guinan yet, but I'm seeing it as wise and like funny versus chaos gremlin. Illegal arms dealer chaos gremlin. But I'll say Quark just because I am a big Quark fan.
Oh,
Excellent.
that is the best way to describe him, and we've never done that before. We've never
Chaos
gone,
Gremlin
like,
is what you said, yeah?
Yeah.
arms dealing.
That.
Illegal
Chaos
arms
gremlin.
dealing chaos gremlin. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like if I was having a party, I feel like I would want Quark there.
And yeah, I guess it just are you a sad drunk in need of advice, or are you like are you having a party?
You're trying to
'Cause-
stir some shit up.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you team Tasha or team Armis?
I don't know what this is.
I do know what this is, and
Okay, good.
Davian was just Tasha with Armis.
Thank you for knowing that. Thank you for knowing that. Even though you're not a TNG completist yet, there were people who were very blank about that at the con, and I was shocked. So actually, the highest praise that I got was from Demanda Martini in her crystalline entity costume. She looked at me and just said, "How dare you?"
Because it's
Excited
like
about
also
that.
I've never seen that cosplay. I've never seen anyone do
No?
it. So very original and it's
That's
good.
awesome.
I have, if if friend Derek lets me borrow that again. There's a couple more we got up our sleeve.
Real.
Yep. And that's when I come.
Love.
And that's when I show up. That's when I show up when
love.
we have our group, our
Exciting.
team cosplay.
Oh, that's gonna be so good. But I'll say Tasha. I really like Tasha so far in TNG. I'm already sad about her leaving. So I'm gonna go Tasha.
What episode are you up to?
I'm whatever is right before Data Lore. The last one I watched. Shoot, it's been like 2 or 3 weeks, honestly. So I'm kind of
no
blanking.
worries. Okay,
But
don't worry. That was
remember
just
the
it's still season 1. I'm pretty early.
Yeah.
okay.
Favorite alien species?
Trill, maybe
Mhm.
because Dax is such a big part of my loves. Yeah, I'll say Trill. I did the concept worm in your belly, 300 years, like
That's very
cool ass spots that go all the way down. I don't know.
Mhm.
I love it.
The spots, they really are.
I want to say that I also did that cosplay.
Yes, you
I
did.
gotta see
I used to have very long hair. I
pictures.
had a ponytail. I found the beret. I found a beret that is was on Etsy that was like so close to what she actually wore.
Ah, I live.
Yeah,
I'm trying
very
to keep a
proud
list of
moment.
all the pictures I'm gonna make you guys send me.
Absolutely. Is Star Trek a cult?
Yeah, what's wrong with that? Yeah,
That's
there's
it.
lots of
Yep.
cults.
Easy.
There's lots of cults in this world. There's
That's true.
this is a pretty good one. If it is, it's a darn good one. I'll say
Good
that.
one.
Yes.
All right, last question. Who's your captain?
Oh, it's Cisco. It's
Mhm.
Cisco. If I have to serve under one, if I'm just like having a drink with one, I'd probably say Janeway. But if I'm gonna serve under one, I'll say Cisco.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, you passed.
Yay!
I love it. It's like you pass. Like there some of them have right answers. I forgive those who choose the wrong answer on the singular question that I need an answer to because you are a lovely human and I understand. I understand the love of the Tasha.
But I respect your love for her. I think I will even more as I go along. So we'll check back in.
We'll check back in. We'll
Yeah.
circle back.
There's lots of goodies awaiting you along the way.
Mhm.
I'm
Yes.
excited.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Well, I think we are running out of time. I know Lanita hates it when I say that because there is no time.
There is no time. Time is a construct.
Time is a
and
construct.
we
If
can
the
do
prophets
whatever
have
we
taught
want.
us anything,
Exactly.
That is correct.
right?
It is not linear.
I just have to
Kyla-
say that this has
oh, yeah.
been it's like
Yep.
this has been absolutely lovely. I'm so happy that we got to connect. Like the content you create is amazing. Keep doing exactly what you're doing.
Thank you.
It is well received. It is spot on. It's really cool to see content like this come out that's like
It's joyful.
joyous,
Joyful, and we
and
need
It's joyful,
that.
and that's the experience of hanging out with you in person and in here out here. So I hope that you keep coming back and playing with us.
Same. Thank you all
as-
so
as
much for
available.
having me. Y'all are such
absolutely.
sunshine and light in the Trek world as well. So I just appreciate getting to spend time with you guys.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being here, for taking the time. And where can people find you?
Yes, I am ZilaTreks on Instagram and TikTok, no spaces. And I have a Patreon, patreon.com/ZilaTreks.
Awesome. Also, Damien and Lanita, as always, thank you for joining us this evening and being my rock. And thank you, listener, for listening to us today. Please leave us a 5-star review wherever you get your podcasts. Give us a like and subscribe, all the things. You can find us on all the socials at Hailing Freak Open. That's FREQ. Or on our homepage at hailingfrequenciesopen.com, which will take you to our link tree where you can find our Discord and our Patreon.
Yes, join our Discord and our Patreon. The Discord right now is where all of the hot conversations are happening around all of the crazy people that are in our freaking orbit. They're nuts and we love them, and come play with us there.
Yes, please. See you there. Thank you all. Hailing frequencies closed.
No goodbyes. Just good memories. Hailing frequencies closed, sir.